I bought my car for $1,700. I traded my old car for $100 off. It's a Ford Taurus station wagon. It's dark green like my old car, Toyota Camry station wagon. They're both 95s. That was the last year before you had to pass some sort of smog test or something like that, so I figure it's safe to buy a car from 1995.
And just sitting
I'm having
out
some
back
problems with
here,
it.
and our friend
It runs
Steve
really
lives
hot,
in the
so
little cottage house in the back.
I'm
He
worried
goes to
that
like 2 months a
I
year.
might have a
Maybe
cracked
you know
block
Steve.
or
No.
what is that thing called in the engine? It's like the engine sandwiches it between the top part and the bottom part. It's not a rotator cuff. That's an injury pitchers get. Like a torn labrum or something like that. A lot of pitchers get something called Tommy John surgery, which helps them recover. It's like, it takes a year, but sometimes after Tommy John surgery you're okay and you can be a great pitcher again. The bees have been making their home above the door to my apartment, and they're big, I guess you'd call them bumblebees, but I call them carpenter bees because they make sawdust and they dig these holes very fast in the wood, and then I figure they go in there and lay eggs or something. I have never been inside. The hole's smaller than a dime. It's like a really small hole, so I don't really know, but at first I wanted them to go away because they have this tactic where they buzz you. They see you coming and then they fly at you really fast and then they turn away at the last minute. I think it's because if they sting you, they die. So they don't sting me, which is good. I used some foaming hornet and wasp spray killer to kill them. I attacked them in their holes, and I felt really bad. And then the wasps started coming, and the wasps are scarier, sneakier. You know, they have this kind of sinister air about them. And then the bumblebees came back, and I realized that the bumblebees were actually keeping the wasps away. And that was pretty great. I also felt bad about killing the bumblebees because there's that whole bumblebee die-off, and anytime you see a bee with a bunch of pollen on its knees, you have to appreciate the work that it does to keep the flowers and the fruits growing, and that's important. And so is scaring away the wasps, because they fly at the wasps and they buzz them and the wasps just go away. And so I let the bees stay. When they came back, they dug more holes after I covered up their earlier holes with that wood filler stuff. They didn't dig through that. But then when the bees go, the wasps move into their homes. This wasp went in and I covered up the hole with with like painter's putty, and it started to poke its head out and it started to push its way out. It had brought a piece of straw in through the hole, and then it was coming back out through the thick layer of painter's putty I put down, and then I smushed it with my knife.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
That looks great. That looks
Beautiful.
great.
Perfect.